Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, the rookie, Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard
The Rams
line.
once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Play action, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
And this is what you
line.
can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first down, Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's another run here for Williams.
Again,
he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
25-yard line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another Rams.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
Corum. And He's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Williams, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It's a loss of
It makes
4.
sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
Stafford's pass brought down just shy of the
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second down, Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers.
Jackson's
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Jackson on the move. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely.
Second and 10.
And it'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll step up and run, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Jackson on the scramble.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Ravens.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On play action, here's Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers.
Jackson
and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Flowers. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. He will have a Ravens first down. We're able to get the third down conversion.
Omar Spates.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Jackson now on second down. This one complete to Bateman. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
A 28-yard
This
attempt.
is about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball. Everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
2-2 Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on second down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And the Rams.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchback. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. One quarter in the books. 6-3 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
On the stop.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
3rd and long for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rolling right. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Ravens.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
In motion goes Likely. Again, it'll be Henry. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Tyler Loop.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the return, here comes Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10.
Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Behind the line of
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver.
And 10 yards.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
25 yards on the
A
play.
pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Rams.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, LA. Now it's Williams. Finding space at the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sacked by Trenton
Simpson gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard
Lamar
line.
Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now.
Jackson's
up past the 40 with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Play action now. Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson now. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And 3rd down coming up. Now Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. He'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense, ready to get back to work. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second down, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
That's good for a
gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
38-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
On the RPO, that one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stafford working from the pistol. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 11.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A.
Rams.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Cardi now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Ravens 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
25-yard line.
Third and long. Now, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on third and 13.
I love the aggressive approach. You don't want to give the ball back to your opponent in this situation. So they dial up a shot play, push the ball downfield, results in a massive play here late in the first half.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target,
Second and 10.
and it'll lead to a second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain
First
of
catch
10.
for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Again, it's Jackson. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Off the play fake. Jackson. For the end zone, but it's batted away. And incomplete. It was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly. And now it's third and goal.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up
The kick
and
is
good. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Ravens 13.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. And he's already topped the century mark in receiving yards here in this first half, so you'd have to think the bulk of the targets are going to continue to go his way. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
The 37-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He's just such a hard guy to get on the ground. You can see just his strength and his ability to fight through contact. But give credit to the defense. They kept coming after him, and eventually they got him down on the ground, and they got him down for a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of shore tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down,
Ravens.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
Up second down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
At the 3-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Henry trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
At the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Extra point try forthcoming.
The extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
20, Rams 16.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A throw on the move is caught.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 8. Atwell sent in motion here. A give, and here comes Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
throwing. On third down, Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, LA.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Stafford now on second down. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have a Rams first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Smith in on the tackle.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Stafford from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Atwell sent in motion here. On play action, it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Stafford's pass.
And they'll work this close to a first down,
Higbee.
maybe just a tad
It's a
short.
gain of 7.
There's no
Brings
more
up
efficient
3rd
play
and 1.
in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game.
12-yard line.
3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end, Higbee. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Pass. Intended for
but here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray.
Results
Every offense, Mike, what do they
down.
tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
About as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Rams
20.
cut the deficit down to 1. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Wester now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself.
Jackson
and some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
49-yard line.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and a yard. In motion goes Likely. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
And a Raven first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This is Henry. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A tackling plan for the defense, Mike, is critical when you're facing a back like this. You know that one guy is not going to be enough to bring him down. You have to get as many hats to the ball as you can, slow him up just enough to buy time, and in this case, they get him down for a loss.
Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still little work to do now on third down.
And it brings up
the best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Rams 19.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Atwell sent in motion here. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
23-yard line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. The motion man is Nakua. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Scrambles from the pocket.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On the give, here's Henry. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll go again here with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
Pass.
A gain of 16 on that pass play.
A gain of
First
16
down,
yards.
Baltimore.
And a Raven first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. They're going to go right back to Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.